So I would have, if I was you, basically, I would have been super excited to join this company.
Pretty much have stopped focusing on DSA and completely came into this web development, and whichever companies I've been working on was pretty much this only, startup only. A software developer, I am currently, my work is revolves around Next.js and communicating it with backend. So pretty much what I'm doing is building their front end of across their products, and some tech stack I get very intimidated by it. React also at start it was like that and eventually figured it out. Hard, I can't understand it, but it's kind of, getting over my head. So how do I, get over
Right.
that stigma? But I wouldn't say, working on a new tech is always interesting. It's not like you get bored of it.
Okay.
But if you see it in a career perspective, right? You can just say, go to people and say, I worked in quantum computing. Like we're not even, people would say you're not even looking for those people here.
How did you get connected to the company? This seems like, is it India based? It's US based company, right? No, just keep at it. Move to Dubai, bro. And Dubai is like not India, but India. So like a great place to settle. बातें करते हैं, शुरू करते हैं. बताओ अपनी जर्नी शुरू करो from the top.
Uh, पहले तो my name is Jaykrishna. So I'm a final year undergrad student in VIT Vellore. So my current major is computer science along with business systems. It's a course which was designed by TCS. So ये दोनों को मिला के कोर्स बना दिया ये लोगों ने. So इसमें they
Got it.
teach us computer science subjects as well as some subjects from management, finance and all that. So स्टार्टिंग में बहुत सही लगा था, बहुत कूल लगा था, तो मैंने ले लिया. उसके बाद समझ आया कि इतने सारे ये है, साइकोलॉजी, फाइनेंस, ये सब है. इट ओनली गॉट कॉम्प्लेक्स. उसके ऊपर और ज्यादा प्रोग्रामिंग सीखना पड़ रहा
Right.
है. तो अभी तो मैं इंटर्नशिप चल रहा है मेरा 6 महीने का अभी.
Got it.
दिस वाज द फर्स्ट मंथ विल एंड बाय द स्टार्ट ऑफ नेक्स्ट मंथ.
शुरू से बताओ कंप्यूटर साइंस जर्नी के बारे में. मतलब व्हेन डिड यू स्टार्ट टू लर्न CS? ये पहली इंटर्नशिप है?
No, I already interned in another startup.
Got it. Okay, start from the top.
So talking about my CS journey, it only started when I took up this course. Right? I took up BTech with CS. That was only actually when I started to code. So at first year, मेरा C programming था. That was my first ever exposure to programming. So उसके बाद तो only college OOPS, networks and all that. That was pretty much the CS subjects which I have in college. उसके बाद the actual coding part which I started by the end of second year, I started DSA. So I started doing some solving some problems and going like that. I was not consistent by like I used to do, but not very frequently. After that, by the end of my second year, by the start of my third year was only when I got deeply into coding. So उस टाइम पे हमारा सेमेस्टर को फास्ट ट्रैक कर दिया था ड्यू टू द ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ स्टूडेंट इनटेक. सो उस टाइम पे वी वर गिवन अ 5 month holiday. Like our semester was done in 3 months and we were given a 5 months holiday. So then only like मैंने सोचा अभी कुछ करना है, अभी नहीं करूंगा तो कुछ नहीं होगा. तो that 5 months I was into it like completely. Every day I was programming. I started learning development first, and 5 months I learned Munt, and by the end of the fifth, I built projects. By the end of the fifth month, I got an internship offer. Like it was the very second off-campus application that I put forward, and I got that internship. And it was like they were paying like considerably decent for a student. So that was my very first internship, and at that time I couldn't join that internship. Like college वाला बहुत rules लगा रहे थे. Like not this semester, in final semester, final year you can go ahead and join the internship. So first sem starting में, I mean final year starting, I'm getting pretty nervous. So final year starting में, they reached out to me again, and they were like, we are still looking to fill that position. So would you like to join? So I was like, okay, now अभी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, I can join. So and I joined there. It went the whole summer. So I was in Chennai. This is a service help desk and service based. Like managing tickets, customer tickets. So I was in Chennai on site in their office. And was working full time for 2 months. After that, I came to college. उसके बाद it was done. That was a summer internship. उसके बाद I came to college and I started applying again. I was looking for remote opportunities now because I was like, मुझे अभी कॉलेज के सब्जेक्ट्स थोड़ा बहुत बचे हैं, उस पर भी फोकस करना पड़ेगा। तो I got
Right.
a remote opportunity. So the company right now, it is a not, I would not say Web3 company. They are currently building products which are quantum resistant. So what,
Interesting.
yeah. So what they believe is like the blockchains right now still have some vulnerabilities. Like some quantum computers can just, pretty much use Shor's algorithm and factors and numbers and just break into some blockchains. And, you can just,
Right.
uh, quantum computers can also break hash functions of some systems right now. And you can just attack the
Correct.
elliptic curve and you can just so there are vulnerable sites for current blockchain. So what, and even if you
Right. Right.
want to upgrade the blockchains to quantum resistant, now it's very difficult. You have to just replace some algorithms, and it's gonna take, you know, a huge lot of infrastructure and very, hectic. So what the
Right.
company which I'm working for is doing is they're building a quantum resistant blockchain from ground up. So all the products which
Right.
they are gonna launch, including the token, is gonna be quantum resistant. So yeah,
Super
quantum computing.
interesting.
Yeah. So that is
How much
what.
have they raised? That sounds like a very ambitious idea.
Yeah. The right now their funding is around 3 million or something, and
Got
they're
it.
still looking for
Very
funding.
nice.
Yeah, they're still
Very cool.
looking.
Quantum resistant blockchain.
Yeah.
So they'll build their own blockchain only. They're not an L2 like their own independent blockchain. They're building from scratch.
Yeah, they're like completely building it from scratch. Like they have some
Very cool. What are you doing there?
my responsibility is a software developer. I am currently my work is revolves around Next.js and authentic communicating it with backend. So pretty much what I'm doing is building their front end of across their products and right now that's what I'm doing because I'm learning more about this quantum and blockchain deeply. So I'm not assigned the product projects which are related to those, but yeah, I'm pretty much
Makes sense.
Web
And
2-ish चल रहा है अभी तो.
Web 200.
हाँ.
Got it. And
Yeah.
the founders, who works on the core protocol?
Uh, Core protocol, right now they're building layers, right? I guess that the layers are pretty much finished. Like they have a hybrid layer, hybrid blockchain model, which combines proof of work and block debt. So so that scalability and everything just increases from usual blockchains. I don't know much of the technicality from that side, so yeah, I just had to refer
I
once.
can tell.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, so how many people are there working on the protocol? That's my like, just the founders currently working on it, or are there
No.
blockchain engineers?
Uh, right now, we even have in-house professors who have researched quantum computing, and we have a senior level team who are working on the layers and core architecture.
Got,
So we are just what
got it.
we interns are doing is just we made an architecture and we started building the front end and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much what is going on month one right now.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
How did you get connected to this company? This seems like is it India based? It's US based company, right?
Yeah, yeah. Not US based. They are in Dubai right now. Their office is in Dubai.
Oh, got it. Indian founders or
The founders are Indian and as well as Swiss. Mostly half of our team is Swiss.
got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Makes
Yeah.
sense. And do they hire a lot of engineers from India? Are you an anomaly?
Uh, our our company's team is across the globe, right? It's not like only Indians, but I my teammates are some of them are Swiss, some of them are British, some of them are from the US. So it's like a global team.
Got it. Got it. Very cool. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Like,
So yeah, bhai. What are your plans now? How long is this internship?
it's for 6 months. Six
Okay. And
months.
does it convert to full time if you do well?
Yeah, performance based full time, and they also give bonuses based on performance.
Can you talk us through the interview process, or was it just walk in for you?
Not exactly working. So what they asked was it was a coding session only. So as I was being hired for most of the front end role, I was asked questions in React. So and Next.js. So they asked how pretty much first it was theory, like how Next differs from React and everything. And after that, it was a coding session where I was given an API. So I was basically asked to implement debouncing in it. Like you have to call that API after the user starts typing or the user gives a gap, something like that. And first
Makes
they
sense.
asked me to console log it, and after they gave me an API and asked me to call it after a certain time limit, implementing debouncing. So that is what I was asked for the coding interview. After that,
Very cool.
I got an product. I got an in-hand task, and after that, I had some word with their founders, and that's how I got in.
Very cool. Yeah, it
Yeah,
sounds pretty interesting and
yeah.
fairly simple. So nothing to no DSA.
No, no. It was a startup, right? So no DSA. Even the company
Okay, no
where
blockchain.
blockchain, they asked me about some cryptographic algorithms. Do you know about this RSA, SHA, and all that? And I did a cryptography course in my college. So I pretty much was able to answer 90% of the questions. And whichever questions I don't know,
Nice.
I just said, I don't know. I need to learn it. And they were pretty cool with it. As I was being very straightforward, they kind of liked it, I believe. Yeah,
Makes sense. Very cool, man.
yeah,
Great. Let me see if I have more questions.
yeah.
No, I'm out of all questions. Do you have any questions for me? Yeah, basically, I would say was saying the same thing. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
If you can get more challenging work, because you don't know if you join a YC bad company or a VC bad company, you might get very boring work there as well. That's usually the case in jobs. So,
Yeah.
as long as you can squeeze out some value,
Yeah.
okay, you are learning something new, even if it's by reading through the code base or interacting
Oh,
or just shadowing a bunch of conversations,
yeah.
you learn a lot. बाकी वही भाई कंपनीज तो सारी सेम ही होंगी.
Mm.
If there's a company that's raised more than $2 million, it's going to be
Mm.
a little bit
Yeah.
on your luck on whether or not how
Yeah.
much money you make and what kind of work you get.
Mm.
So keep trying for sure. But you might just be able to squeeze out value here itself.
Hmm. So, how important do you think? Yeah, DSA, you already talked about it, all your videos. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
I
talk too
pretty
much about
much,
it, but yeah.
yeah. I mean, there are some videos relating to video, not all of them, but yeah. I pretty much have stopped focusing on DS and completely came into this web development. And whichever companies I've been working on was pretty much this only, startup only. So
Nice,
yeah,
very cool.
it didn't give me any trouble till now, as long as I've concerned.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that sounds right. Yep.
Hmm. So
Anything else? Any more questions?
how do I overcome some tech stack, right? Some things, you know, some tech stack I get very intimidated by it, like listening to even React also at start it was like that and eventually figured it out. And mostly the blockchain concepts and Web3 concepts, it's like getting, no, I wouldn't say hard, I can't understand it, but it's kind of, getting over my head. So how do I, get over
Right.
that, stigma and just move forward?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is experience. Like once you do a lot of web development, it will be easy for you to, let's say, for example, go
Hmm.
through a Golang code base.
Yeah.
The way to learn is just going through code bases that smart people have written. Thankfully, a lot of good code is open source.
Yeah.
But as you said, you'll get overwhelmed. You said you're getting overwhelmed by React
Yeah,
only. So of course,
not
if you open up
React.
blockchain
I
or
mean, at
contract,
the initial stages, I was, but eventually when I started it, I felt it was pretty easy. But Web3, it's kind of, solidity and all that stuff, kind of jarring at the start, but I'm getting a hang of it, but still seems, intimidated by some of the names in Web3 even now. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's just a matter of time. I think you've
Yeah.
just started to like
Yeah.
development. You're just interning right now, so give it time and just keep grinding. Basically, main to by grind I mean simple like
Yeah.
some hours a day. Try to give to some code base, trying to understand it slowly. That compounds really fast.
Basically given hands-on. So yeah, that's what
Yeah,
actually people do learn by hands-on.
100%. Yeah, that's how I've learned most of the things. Yeah,
Yeah. So you're full-time
cool.
contributing to Super 30 now.
Most of my time, I would say, I still have consulting 10 hours. But yeah, would be. I mean, yeah, everyone's here. It's sort of a forcing function of for me to
Uh,
now contribute, considering people have moved from cities and are staying in a shitty PG for the next 3 months. So yeah, I'm spending as much of my time as I can.
How are they doing till now then? How's their
Good. It's decent. Like some people, like most of them, like I'd say like 80% need to work at least a month code. Only then can they reach a level. 20% are decent, like already, referral ready. If you can help me with referrals, that'd be great. You said you had a company before that you couldn't join because you were in college.
yeah?
So, so yeah, if you have
I did intern that
any
in that
references,
company only. After the same company reached out to me, and I did intern at that only. And due to my alumni network, I
oh,
have
got it.
like people across various companies. So yeah,
Nice, nice.
yeah, I could do that.
Cool, man. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Let me know. Cool. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's how my day goes these days. Spending time with these folks.
yeah. Any more questions then you would like to ask me?
Oh, for you?
Yeah,
No, just keep at it. Move to Dubai, bro. Blockchain Web3 company in Dubai is like the dream usually, and at least for me.
yeah,
Dubai companies don't pay very well,
yeah,
but Dubai is like not India, but India. So like a great place to settle.
yeah.
Plus, if you're working in crypto, Dubai is a very crypto-friendly country also. So I would have, if I was you, basically, I would have been super excited to join this company.
But once I get to write
Yeah,
code in it, I mean, I even talked to the head of the quantum computing of UAE. I mean, they arranged a meeting. I mean, they with it kind of like a seminar. So I even got to talk to him more about Web3, quantum, and everything. So yeah,
oh, very cool.
pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, man. Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll happen anytime soon, though. It's like a very futuristic problem statement to work on.
That's why I was
But
saying not so
if, I mean,
interested, not so interested. Because it's like ages record, ages in front. But I would say, working on a new tech is always interesting. It's not like you get bored of it.
that's true.
But if you see it in a career perspective, right? You can just say, go to people and say, I worked in quantum computing. Like we're not even, people would say you're not even looking for those people here. So that is why I'm saying like
Right,
that is
right.
what I was like, yeah, yeah, okay, we'll see. That is why my
No,
mind was like that. Due
makes
to
sense. Yeah, I think that's fair.
yeah, if it was no, I mean intern. I mean, I even interviewed with many companies, many startups, even YC backed startups. I interviewed. Like yeah, I got rejected in either last round or
Why were you rejected? Oh,
mostly
what
due to
happened?
coding challenges only. I was asked
Oh,
questions. Uh, like initial one, two, I'll do it. Like initial one, two, mostly they'd be easy. And lastly, they mostly they focus on performance optimization only. They mostly I have interviewed for front end interviews only. So they wouldn't just ask you to build this, build that. So what they focus on live coding sessions is like performance optimization. How do you reduce re-renders? How do you, you know, uh, basically debouncing, throttling, infinite scrolling, everything, which can reduce the stress on the website due to the so that kind of questions only. I choked. After then, I got into your cohort and I explored through these concepts such as you thought prop drilling, context, which is I didn't actually learn any of these concepts before. Recoil, you can say, and recoil I learned from you. Context APIs, it was initially jarring for me from other courses. I got to learn it from you, prop drilling and everything, and it like became crystal clear for me. After that only, actually this debouncing was taught by you only in one of your JavaScript lecture. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I I got, I instantly remembered that in an interview, and I was like, okay, I just have to implement in React, so I just got to do it. So I just remembered it quickly, and I did that. Yeah, in React, I just have to return a timeout and return a clear timeout. That's what. So it was actually in a DOM manipulation, I guess. You thought debouncing.
Yeah, we formalized it more. I was last week only I taught this in cohort 3, so
Yeah.
sounds like it's an important concept. Yeah.
Yeah, performance optimization, yeah, 100% I learned it from you only. After that, I got confident, like, yeah,
Nice.
I'll pretty much clear any front-end interview now. That's what I'm thinking now. Because that's pretty standard
Nice.
for any front-end interview. Mostly that ask this only. Most of the 100% of the concepts I covered. Even before this interview, also, I pulled an all-nighter. only on performance optimization. So yeah, I got a pretty good hang of it right
Oh,
now.
nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool, man.
Yeah.
सही है. Cool, man. That sounds great. Stay in touch if you ever need anything. And if you're here in Delhi side, come to the office, hang out. We'd love to, catch up in person as well.
Of course.
It was a great conversation also, like a very interesting journey.
Yeah.
Just keep at it and let me know where you land up in a year after you graduate. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, I will.